Alright, so we're going to look at a volume question. So question number one reads, snacks at a country fair are sold in containers shaped like a cone or cylinder. Remembering back to our cubes method, we're going to box our cone and we're going to box our cylinder. Those are our two keywords. The dimensions of each container are shown in the drawing. So our first shape on the left is our cone. The shape on our right is our cylinder. Which statement about the volumes, we're looking for volume, of the cone and the cylinder is true? So going back to our reference sheet, we're going to write the formulas for a cone and a cylinder. So the first formula, which I'm going to go ahead and use green on the left side, volume equals 1/3 times pi times radius squared times height. On the right side, our formula reads volume equals pi times radius squared times height. I didn't memorize either one of these. I just took out my formula chart, looked at it, and that's where I get it from. Now, what we're going to do is first identify our radius and our height. So our radius is right here. So it's half the circle, which is our true radius, which is going to be 4, is our r. And then the height, which is the height of the actual shape of the cone, is going to be 12. So I'm going to go ahead and plug in my numbers. So I put my 1/3 times pi times 4 squared times 12. Go ahead and plug that into your calculator, and then go ahead and you could stop the video, go ahead and plug it into your calculator, or you can just watch how I do it, but it would really help to plug it in and see what you come out with. Now once you've done that, you are going to get 201, fix that 1.06, and that's going to be inches cubed. Now going on my right side, similar but not exactly the same. Remember, a cylinder doesn't include the 1/3, but everything else about it is pretty much the same. So again, they were nice to us on this question. They both give us radiuses. So right here it says 3, that's our r, and then 8 is our height. Now remember, they won't give us radius every time, so if they give you diameter, always divide by 2, which is not the case in either one of these questions. Now go ahead and use your formula. You're going to use pi times your radius, which you got from up there is 3 squared times 8. Okay, again, use your calculator, which would be really helpful when you're doing these questions, to plug it in right now, and then what you're going to get is 226.19 inches cubed. Now remember, when you watch these videos, use your calculator. Just writing down what I have is not going to help you. Okay, now when we go down here, again, we're trying to figure out the statements. So let's read each statement and then let's see what we're talking about. Okay, so the first statement says the volume of the cylinder is about 337 cubic inches greater than the volume of the cone. Okay, the second question reads, the cylinder is about 377 cubic inches less than the volume of the cone. The last one reads, C reads, the volume of the cylinder is about 25 cubic inches greater than the volume of the cone, and the volume of the cylinder is about 25 inches less than the volume of the cone. Okay, so it looks like from what I'm reading that we're going to be subtracting the cone and the cylinder. So we're going to take this value up here and this value right here, and we're going to subtract the 2. So let's go ahead and do that. So we take 226.19 minus 201.06. Now these are approximations. You're going to get approximately 25 as your answer. Now automatically, if you get 25, you're going to get rid of A because this says 337. You're going to get rid of B because this also has 377. This answer choice B also has 377. So those two answer choices are incorrect. So you're between C and D. So you had 201, you had 226. So this was the larger number, which was the cylinder. So cylinder was greater than the volume of the cone. So your answer is C. Okay, so next question. You have a sphere. Again, go back to your formula chart. And you're going to write your formula down. But of course, read the question. Just like any other question, there's not a lot to it. So first read it. A sphere. So our shape has been identified. Box your sphere. And its dimensions are shown in the diagram. Which measurement is closest to the volume of the sphere in cubic inches? Now, once we've done this, again, use your formula. So I'm going to find my formula on my formula chart. I'm going to put 4/3 times pi times radius cubed. This one does not give me the radius. It gives me a diameter because the diameter is from one side to the other. So what you're going to do is take your 15 and divide by 2. Do that in your calculator, and you're going to get 7.5. Now, go ahead and use your calculator. I'll give you a little bit of time. And here's your formula. Using your formula again, you're going to plug in 4/3 times pi times 7.5 cubed. This question is pretty straightforward. No tricks about it. So I'll give you a little bit of time. Go ahead and use your calculator. All right, so once you've used your calculator, what you're going to plug, once you plugged in 7.5, so I'm doing that right now, I'm going to get, and you should get, 1,000. So let me put it over here. Fix this up. Okay, so once I've done that, I will get my volume as 1,767.15 inches cubed. And my only answer choice that matches that is J.